अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। कैसे हैं डियर स्टूडेंट्स? उम्मीद करता हूँ आप सब लोग ठीक ठाक होंगे। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, 9th क्लास केमिस्ट्री के मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट जो शार्ट क्वेश्चन है इंग्लिश मीडियम स्टूडेंट्स के लिए वो शेयर करने जा रहा हूँ। वीडियो को जो है पूरे देखिएगा। चैनल पर न्यू है, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा। SLO बेस मेथड के तहत ये सवालात हैं, तो इसलिए बहुत अच्छी तरह जो है गेस्ट पेपर को देखिएगा। तो सबसे पहले जो है आपको केमिस्ट्री की तारीफ और इसकी ब्रांचेज जो है वो आनी चाहिए। उसके बाद जो है डिफरेंस बिटवीन होमोजेनियस और हेटेरोजेनियस मिक्सचर, डिफाइन एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला विद एन एग्जांपल, राइट डाउन एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला ऑफ सिलिका एंड ग्लूकोज, डिफाइन एटॉमिक मास एंड रिलेटिव एटॉमिक मास ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ C12, difference between molecular mass and formula mass, calculate the formula mass of potassium sulfate K2SO4, calculate the molecular mass of nitric acid HNO3, difference between physical properties, chemical properties with example, human body is made up of how many elements, write their name, define valency and radical with example, write the valency of Na, write down the chemical formula of water, sugar, sulfuric acid, difference between atomic number and mass number, define mole and Avogadro number, calculate the formula mass of Na2SO4, difference between cation and anion, difference between ion and free radical, difference between homatomic and heteroatomic molecules, difference between triatomic and molecule and polyatomic molecule. और सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक इज मिक्सचर वाइल वाटर इज कंपाउंड, गिव द रीजन। कंपाउंड और मिक्सचर जो है उसके डिफरेंस बिटवीन कंपाउंड एंड मिक्सचर। Next, chapter number 2, difference between shell and subshell with example of each. Write electronic configuration of magnesium. For what purpose is used 235 used? Write down the importance, defects, या observation or other for atomic model. What is meant by quantum and quanta? What do you mean by electron configuration? Write electronic configuration of Al3 plus. How many electrons present in the outer shell? When and who discovered proton and neutron? What is the nature of charge on cathode rays? Write down properties of neutron particle. Define carbonating. A patient has goiter, how it is a diagnosis. Explain the treatment of cancer by radiotherapy. 5 characteristics of cathode and canal rays. Write down the defect of Rutherford model. What is the maximum capacity of a metal? Next, chapter number 3, why the size of atoms decrease in period. Write down the element of S period. Define ionization. Give the trend reason of ionization energy in the period. Why shielding effect of electron make cation formation easy. Difference between groups and period. Also difference between short period and long period. What is meant by periodic law, periodic table, periodic function. Why the element of are called S and P block element. How can you define atomic radius with example? Define electronegativity, trends of electronegativity in a group and period. Define transition element, describe the trends of atomic radius in a group. Define first and second ionization energy, where second ionization energy of element is higher than first one. Where does atomic size increase in the group? Give the trend of ionization energy in the period. Also give reason. What are triads? Give an example. Difference between mind leaf periodic law and modern periodic law. Next है chapter number 4, where boiling point of water is higher than boiling point of alcohol. Where does ice float on water? Why do atoms from chemical bond? Define single covalent bond and give one example. Difference between donor atoms and acceptor atoms. Describe at least 2 necessary conditions of for the formation of covalent bond. Define intermolecular forces. Why metals are good conductor of electricity. What is meant by metallic bond and malleability. Write properties of metal. Difference between donor atom and acceptor atom. Difference between polar covalent bond and non-polar covalent bond with example. Define bonding electron and chemical bond. Write the types of chemical bond. Write relation between electronegativity and polarity in the covalent bond. Define triple and polar covalent bond. Why a covalent bond become polar? Why HCl has dipole forces of attraction. Difference between n pair and bond pair of electrons. उसके बाद चैप्टर नंबर 5, डिफरेंस बिटवीन डिफ्यूजन एंड एफ्यूजन. डिफाइन स्टैंडर्ड एटमॉस्फेयर प्रेशर and write its unit. What do you know about mobility of gases? What is the absolute temperature? Write its value. What is vapor pressure? What is the effect of temperature on vapor pressure? Where drops of rain fall downward. Justify why evaporation is a cooling process. Define boiling point and melting point. Difference between crystalline and amorphous solid. Define the term allotropy with example. Define absolute zero. Convert minus 30 degree to Kelvin temperature. Convert 100 degree to Kelvin scale. Define evaporation and give an example. Why evaporation causes cooling. Where does evaporation increase with increase of temperature? Define dynamic equilibrium. Write down factor affecting evaporation. Chapter number 6, define volume of volume percentage. What do you mean by 30% volume alcohol solution? उसके बाद है mass over mass, mass over volume. आगे define saturated and unsaturated solution, how it's prepared, define molality, which equation is used to prepare a molar solution, define aqueous solution, write its components, what is difference between solution and aqueous solution, define supersaturated solution and unsaturated solution, difference between concentrated solution and dilute solution, what is Tyndall effect, how will you test whether give solution is a colloidal solution or not, difference between colloid and suspension, write two example of suspension, write the name of two non-polar solvents where we stir paints thoroughly before use. उसके बाद why O2 is necessary for rusting, where does aluminium not rust, define electrochemical and redox reaction, write down rules of assigning oxidation number, define electrochemical cell, write the names of its types, difference between electrolytic cell and galvanic cell, define electrolysis strong and weak electrolysis with an example, difference between electrolyte and non-electrolyte, what difference between corrosion and rusting, define a tin coating, difference between anode and cathode, define alloy and give an example, define steel and stainless steel, define galvanizing and write its advantage, how electroplating of zinc is carried out, define reduction on the basis of electron, give example, define oxidizing agent with an example, define oxidation in terms of electrons and give an example, what is salt bridge, what is its basis function, write the redox reaction taking place during the electroplating of chromium. उसके बाद चैप्टर नंबर 8, why copper is used for making electric wires, define metals and non-metals, how do metals are categorized, write four very least reactive metals, write down four very B or least B reactive metals, write down four chemical properties of metals, define electropositivity, trends of electropositivity in a group and period, where electropositive decrease from left to right in a period table, write uses or properties of silver, metals, gold, platinum, सारों के मतलब आपको यूज जो है प्रॉपर्टीज आनी चाहिए, define halogens, how purity of gold is shown, how will you compare the electroactivity of alkali metals and alkaline earth metal, what do you mean by 24 karat gold, any two uses of sodium, write the names of noble metal, write the chemical properties of non-metal, describe the non-metallic character in groups and period of a periodic table, write any two chemical properties of halogens, give chemical reaction of methane with chlorine in bright light, write down the chemical reaction of sodium with H2 and Cl2, write the chemical reaction of methane with chlorine. तो ये टेस्ट स्टूडेंट्स आप लोगों का केमिस्ट्री का गेस्ट पेपर है, उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको क्लियर हो गया होगा, कोई बात समझ आए तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, चैनल पर न्यू है तो चैनल को लाजमी सब्सक्राइब करना है, बेल आइकॉन को प्रेस करना है, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, अल्लाह हाफिज़।